All right, everybody, we're back. Third quarterfinal of the day. We've got Insidious versus Bigfoot Brigade. We played on Ascent. Again, Mystic Matt is here with me. How are you feeling about these two teams coming into this matchup?
Once again, one of the teams decided to ban Breeze. Really devastated by that, but I'm excited to see how Bigfoot Brigade play out this match after their stomping of Invicta in the previous round, 13-2. I want to see if they can pull that out again versus Insidious, or at least try and get close.
Yeah, Insidious and Bigfoot Brigade, they've both been on tears through this bracket so far, but to see a more direct comparison between these two teams, let's take a look at the tail of the tape before we get into this matchup. As we can see, Bigfoot Brigade, they got the higher elo, it would seem, with Waddling Duck with that platinum rank, but Insidious have not been slouches in this tournament.
I'm excited to see another Jet try and play out Ascent with an off. Maybe potentially we could get some more collats like the first quarterfinal round. Also, the Sova is going to be very useful especially on this map. You can play Sova can play on almost any site with extreme benefit to the team for a ton of intel. Let's see how the two Sovas could battle it out there.
Let's see what these two teams are going to pick as we are in the hero select part of this. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty standard set of picks here from Insidious. They've got the Jet, they've got the Reyna, they've got the Omen, they've got the Sova as well so far picked. And McKay on Bigfoot Brigade, they are going to be locking in that KO. We're going to be seeing it for the first time today. We've been seeing it quite a bit in this tournament, but it's the first time we're going to be seeing it today.
It was a very, very powerful operator at the moment, mainly because people are not well experienced in dealing with them. And maybe the knife could be very beneficial to the intel gathering of Bigfoot Brigade.
Bigfoot, they've got a pretty similar comp picked out right now. Still waiting on Lil Uzi Vert, and the Hat is here. Hat is here almost always, though. They're going to be knocking in that Sage. Quite good on that operator, but Lil Uzi Vert has not actually picked a character yet. Waiting on that, but these compositions coming out are very similar. So it's going to be interesting to see how these play out. We've seen the double Jet on a set. Oh.
Looks like the match has been restarted because
Lil Uzi Vert did not load in, it would seem. So I guess we just start again. It's been a day of some issues. Not nearly as bad as yesterday where we had to postpone. I mean, that was more on Valorant side than anything, though.
Very funny how my first gig casting for a tournament got sort of postponed due to Vanguard. It seems as though God is not on my side.
It's been a little bit rough, but it looks like same compositions will be coming out. Only difference is that Lil Uzi Vert will be locking in that Sage pick, and the only difference really is going to be the Reyna versus the KO. Reyna is going to offer that second fragger here as these two teams will engage, but KO can really shut down a lot of the value that some of those duelists can really provide, especially in that early game where they can, especially with a character like Reyna, who really relies on their abilities to keep themselves in fights for longer.
Once again, see Omen picks across on both teams. Haven't seen many Brimstones during this tournament, but Omen is a very powerful character, which is why many people prefer Omen over Brimstone. Maybe for that extra fragging potential, but also just because his smokes can recharge.
Yeah, and it's going to be on the defense to start. Insidious, Bigfoot Brigade, they're going to open things up on the offense. We're loading in here. Hopefully it loads in for us. That would be unfortunate if we had to restart the game because somebody else wasn't loading in, but we've gotten this far. I think it's just a matter of time. Yeah, here we go.
And it looks as though Bigfoot Brigade is going ahead with so far 2 ghosts and a light shield, as well as a Sage who has fully bought out utility. Meanwhile, on the defender side, Insidious has 4 ghosts, and Raz has not yet moved. Oh, there he is.
Yep. And there's gonna be this full B push. It's gonna be really up to Shizzle with this recon dart to find where those opponents are coming from. Alert the rest of the team that, hey, there's 5 enemies here. We kind of need to rotate off of A and away from main, or away from mid, as recon bolts will be immediately destroyed. But the information that there are enemies there should be alerting the Jet. SCD now making this rotation here, trying to get in onto the point. It's gonna be SCD, or it's gonna be Raz falling first. Mad Toasty with the kill, and SCD will find another one as well. But Mizzle's able to find 2 in that fight. Will eventually be taken down. Rapture as well will fall to the hands of Wall and Duck. It's now just Luluziavert alone, 1v3. But their opponents are low, as it's going to be Sage and the Sova at about half health. If they can get a headshot onto Mad Toasty here, that could open things up to start out with.
This crossfire could be very deadly, though.
Yeah, the crossfire. Oh. Mad Toasty will take down Luluziavert with a 3K in that round. So far, a good start coming out from Bigfoot Brigade. Insidious have to turn this around soon. The half by Waddling Duck with the Marshall.
We see Raz going a bit aggressive with the Judge, or with no shield, so it could be a very, very risky maneuver. Also, see the shorty coming. We also see the shorty coming out on Luluziavert. It seems as though they're double up. Raz has
no Judge.
Yeah, technically Judge, and no shorty either.
Yep, we've just been bamboozled. Insidious, they should probably try bamboozling their opponents and not the casters, if I had to say something. But Rapture's holding this high ground. They're immediately taken down by McKay, and SCD finds Luluziavert. Raz left alone in this corner. The attackers have completely surrounded them. Raz will fall us up to Shizzle and don't even Mazzles, I guess.
The damage on the Shizzle from the KO Molotov is very, very, very damaging. Both of them at half health now. There's not much they can do against four Spectres and a Marshall.
Yep, but they will be able to take down McKay. That's 2 kills now, I believe. Nope. Waddling Duck will shut that down. And 2-0 start here for the offense of Bigfoot Brigade. We're starting things out strong, and don't tell me they're all right. It's for me a forced buy.
Need a drop.
Coming out, Luluziavert has picked up the Judge now. Hopefully, we'll actually be seeing that. It's now just a bamboozle again. Rest with the Marshall as well. That's interesting. No, it's okay. I'm not paying attention to anything that they're buying anymore. They're just trying to mess with me.
The Marshall's a very cheap weapon, but can be very deadly on this. Very few people have full shields. So Waddling Duck was able to capitalize on that, one-shotting many opponents.
Looking like a B push coming through again for the side of Bigfoot Brigade. Shizzle will have their recon drone taken out. They're firing a shock dart in there now, but SCD trying to make this push up, down through this area, but
Raz is correctly anticipating the rotate to A, backing up Luluziavert here with the double Judge play. As well as Rapture up in heaven, waiting with the Spectre, and they push into retreat.
Okay, he's gonna disable 3 there. Raz will take down 1, but it'll cost them their lives. Rapture, Luluziavert still disabled. Rapture's gonna be taken down during that. And now Luluziavert, left alone, will be caught out by that grenade there. And now it's this 2v4 situation here. Shizzle on the high ground, misses the shot, misses 2. Mad Toasty will take them down. Mazzle coming through. They're able to take down Mad Toasty. So that is a kill to go their way, but it's the 1v3. I think it's gonna be really hard for Mazzles to take this fight, but it is Arena as they can get 1 kill and get things going. That could be the start of it. Oh, they're now down 12 HP. They should have probably gone for the health there instead of the invulnerability, but making that decision could potentially cost them. They need to get another kill. Waddling Duck in this high ground. They're going to be taken out now, and the offense starting out with a 3-0 lead here. They're coming out of the gate strong.
Now, Insidious finally able to full buy. With the op coming out on Raz, I call it. And hopefully we'll... Oh, let's switch back to a Marshall. I'm now very mad. But, it should be a more or less even fight, with Insidious having one more rifle than Bigfoot Brigade.
Yeah. Raz needs to find some value here. They're 1-3 so far. Nope. They have not stuck with the Marshall here. They keep on trying to trick us. I refuse to. I'm not going to comment on what Raz buys anymore. I'll probably say something actually next round about what they buy.
Shizzle's recon bolt seeming to get very little information. It's always destroyed immediately. KO ult coming out as they get ready to push through.
Yeah, SCD in this corner here. Rapture's gonna be disabled in this, and will be taken down by SCD. Titus here will fall, and so will McKay, but McKay, I believe, can be resurrected. No, they were not in their ultimate while they were taken down. We Raz and trades going every way. Waddling Duck now 30 HP versus only Lucifer. Lucifer is so low as well. So whoever gets the first shot to hit will get the kill and the round.
Lucifer has now healed to full health.
Waddling Duck has to hit a headshot.
Scanning ahead.
Trying to get the recon information.
Seems to know where the Lucifer is.
30 seconds left.
Trying to wait for the stage to peak. Although they're not going to take the bait.
Uzi Vert with the shot, finally getting the defense around here. That was such a tense fight.
However, once again, it was costly for them. They only one of their guns was saved. 3 of them are unable to full buy.
Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty tough to bounce back still, and it's gonna be the operator from Waddling Duck. For some reason, Bigfoot Brigade, they like buying the operator for their Sova. I'm not entirely sure why. We've seen it a lot in this tournament so far, but it's definitely a unique look that they have. Waddling Duck has been doing pretty well in terms of fragging. They're 5-1 right now, second on the leaderboard for their team. But Rapture, again, he keeps on catching these knives.
These knives go off very quickly. It's very hard to react to them being thrown. Raz able to get a kill off of mid without being traded by the KO.
Waddling Duck's gonna pop their ultimate. Not gonna be able to find anybody, and McKay will fall. And this is looking like finally the defense. They've put themselves together here. Waddling Duck, don't tell me it's a flat. Nope, they're able to find Rapture through the wall. Not through another opponent, unfortunately, but Mad Toasty
and Waddling Duck regrouping on bottom mid. Hopefully see if they can catch some unsuspecting defenders. But it seems like there's going to be a very complicated crossfire going on right now, making sure all angles are covered.
Yeah. Really just preventing that bomb from being taken at all. There's not really anywhere that the offense can go
30 seconds left
without being seen. They're going to throw out that dart, see if they can find any information, but Mazel's is just outside the range of it.
Shot dart.
Shock dart going out, see if they can find anybody. They have 20 seconds to kill 4 or plant. And it's just not going to happen here. I think they've realized that they want to save this operator.
10
so they're going to be
left.
backing up. They will concede this round to their opponent. It's going to be a 2-3 as we head into round 6.
Insidious was able to pick up on their failures in the first 3 rounds and able to pick 2 back and hopefully be able to secure a third as Bigfoot Brigade is unable to buy. They're sticking to just Ghost and a Sheriff, as well as the 2 saved guns from their previous round. Waddling Duck is going to have to get some value out of that op and hopefully secure a few rifles for their teammates.
Yeah, Hadis here is going to be forced to buy a Bulldog, so that's how you know the economy is doing pretty poorly. But it's going to be the Jet Ultimate coming out immediately for SCD. They haven't bought, but they don't need a gun if they have knives, as long as they can hit their shots.
And Rapture have secured mid early on and are now realizing that's an A push and speeding up the rotate.
Yeah, 3 combos and a knife, but Rapture is able to take that bird out of the sky. SCD will fall, but McKay, they got a pretty nice grenade going in there. Will even things out by taking down Lil Uzi Vert. Waddling Duck is on this flank here, or as they're going to be leading this rotation. Need to teleport over to B for Rapture. Just expecting this rotation, but I think that they heard that, so it's going to be Bigfoot Brigade still playing so passively here around this operator. They're going to be making this rotation now over to A again.
It's gonna need to secure down mid so that Raz and Muzzles only have to deal with A main.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, the knife now is back. Okay, gonna be throwing that out and will reveal the location of Muzzles. Okay, pushing out. Shots, but oh, that's a nice trade there. Okay, will be taken down, but the top fragger and Muzzles will as well. Raz is in a good position here to get a kill. They'll take down Mad Toasty, but Rapture will fall in that exchange as well. 10 seconds left. The plant has to come down soon. Is going to be slowed to prevent any sort of aggression onto the point. Raz has pulled out the knives, and now it's going to be all in on Haddis here. It's now just up to Waddling Duck. With this operator, they have to hit 2 shots, but it's actually going to be, they're pulling off the, oh my goodness, they're able to take down Raz. The defuse coming out. You can't do this. No, they're just going to let the defuse go off. Shizzle is free to do whatever they want as the defuse comes out. That's kind of just a throw there. Waddling Duck have to push in.
Shizzle's recon, while the Haddis here was planting, was very well placed, forcing the stage to plant in backside where Waddling Duck was unable to hold with an op. We see another op coming out on Raz this time for Insidious.
Breakaway.
It seems as though it's going to be an op versus op battle out mid very early on.
Raz finds one. Waddling Duck has been taken out immediately. The operator taken off the field now for Bigfoot Brigade, and Raz will be left uncontested in this mid area. Just gonna kind of avoid it if you're Bigfoot Brigade, but it seems like that's what they're gonna be going with as the plan.
SCD already pushed out mid. Raz has conceded it for the early pick onto Waddling Duck.
You will not kill
The
my
res will come
allies.
out. So the operator will be saved at the very least. They've got to take down Raz before they find another kill, but Raz right now falling a little bit low. SCD pressuring them out. This is going to be this battle over mid. It's going to be up to Raz and Waddling Duck to really control the tempo here.
Raz still being the only one holding mid, and it looks as though Insidious, or not Insidious, Bigfoot Brigade are looking to push through B through multiple angles.
Mad Toasty's been caught out by Shizzle.
30 seconds left.
SCD will not be able to take it down by Shizzle, as Haddis here will clean up that kill. Raz can get flash as they try to flick away, but not going to succeed with that. SCD holding this angle. They need to take down Raz, so the spike will be planted. Slow coming out from Uzi Bird and Raz. They've taken that leg shot. They're down to a so low HP.
It's very important that they manage to kill Raz because they want to prevent the defenders from keeping the op, which could be once again very deadly for them.
Yeah, Uzi trying to pressure out SCD. We'll get that accomplished, but the bomb is going to be slowly counting down here. Rapture will fall, but we'll trade out for Haddis here. Uzi Vert on this angle, able to find 2 there, but McKay will be able to secure that kill. Raz now just backing away. Might be able to take the wave gun away from McKay. Will do so. And now it costs both teams heavily, but the team walking away with the round win is going to be Bigfoot Brigade.
Yeah, this round was very damaging to both teams' economies. It's mainly going to be the ops that are going to shine here. as neither team have the money to fully buy. You see two bulldogs on Bigfoot Brigade sides. Meanwhile, all you see on Insidious side is a judge and a specter.
Yeah, both teams' economies are hurting, but both were crucially able to save their operators at the end of the round.
Elizabeth walling off A early on.
Mazos will fall.
Chisels is playing very aggressive with this judge, hoping to catch an unsuspecting SCD off in garage. So is Rapture on the angle, and quick peek onto Rapture by Welling Duck.
This can give away where the Opera is for Raz, so Raz has a little bit more opportunity to work around in the shadows, but full rotation A. It's up to Lil Uzi Vert in a frenzy to hold this point against 5 opponents here. It's gonna be really tough.
Okay, clears the site as Uzi Vert makes sure there's no one coming in from mid before waiting.
Spike planted.
Plant comes down. Hadis here is not gonna have to knife that wall away. CD just waiting for Raz to beat.
Last player standing.
Okay, with 2 now. Uzi and Shizzle are falling. It's now all up to Raz in this 1v5. I don't think they're going to want to go for this engagement here.
He's been locked out of heaven. The only way he can go through is...
Able to take down McKay through the glass. Being locked out of heaven might not be too terrible there for them as they're able to find that rotational kill. Waddling Duck just taking an inspirational shot there, but really just seeing if anybody's there. But it's going to be the round now going the way of Bigfoot Brigade, 5-3. They really seem to be coming into stride now after dropping 3 straight rounds.
Raz once again saving that up, hoping that they can use it to their advantage in the next round. Full buys coming out on both teams.
Yeah, both teams have built up the economy to full buy, but it's going to be much harder on Insidious if they do lose this round. They have a much worse economy standing currently. I think that Bigfoot Brigade could bounce back if they lose this round, at least for another full rifle round, but it will be costly, more so for Insidious.
You do see the Odin coming out on Chisel, waiting to try and shoot through the entire wall and mow them all down. Damage onto SCD, a little tiny bit. Not enough to make it that much of a difference.
Yeah, let's try to get a little bit of damage in, see if they can force out maybe a cooldown to heal, but Raz is holding his angle. They could lighten up the collat, but they take the shot on McKay before the presents itself. But Raz has found 2 so far. It's a big operator play coming through. They take the shot and able to find the 3rd.
Rez concedes the mid angle after getting 2 brilliant kills there. Meanwhile, Bigfoot Brigade is very paranoid about flankers, having one person watching A main, one person watching B main. And then SCG just holding mid by themselves. Picked out by the teleport.
Yeah, it's now the 2v5.
30 seconds left.
Looks as though Mad Toasty is contemplating his life choices as to where he should teleport to, and ultimately decides not to.
Enemy down.
Waddling Duck now getting the operator kill of their own, taking down Rapture. Raz in this fourth angle. Mad Toasty now teleporting over to A. Gonna cancel that out though. Does not want to get themselves put in the middle of 2 opponents. Waddling Duck has to win this sniper duel against Raz if they want to get this round 1. Never mind, they actually didn't even care about that round. Never mind. Need to pay attention to the timer. It's the team's clearly are.
Once again, the 2 ops saved on both sides. Bigfoot Brigade is slowly losing their economy off of these very close rounds. You can see the next round, 2 of them will have close to 0. Right now, 2 of them have close to 0 money. Next round, they might not be able to buy. Yet somehow we also see the unarmored Spectre on Rapture solo holding mid. I'm not sure how he's gonna manage that, but at the very least, there's no one there right now, so he gets to keep that Spectre for just a little bit longer.
Yeah, Raz again holding this aggressive angle. Just trying to find somebody from heaven, but they're gonna be backing off now.
Easy Birth camping hell, waiting for the push by Bigfoot Brigade. And here comes the ult signifying the rush into the site. Smokes are coming in.
Yeah,
Sage
they're gonna
has been made
catch
aware
that.
of.
Yeah, but they will have to take down SCD. The res is gonna be denied, I think. Okay. Or we'll kill McKay in that ultimate. Now there's 4v3 here. Shizzle trying to shoot madly into the opponent, but Mad Toasty will take down Rapture here. Pattis here will also get the res off onto McKay thanks to that ultimate, but Shizzle has to come in. Able to take down McKay. This time will not have a chance of resurrection. Actually, no, that's a lie because they could actually pull out the res. But not gonna be resurrected by themselves. Mazel's able to take down Mad Toasty, but Pattis here able to avenge, and Walling Duck will close that round off with a nice shot onto Shizzle and Heaven.
Defense by Wilding Duck, and managed to hold off an Odin and a rushing ulted Reyna. Ended the round with less than 20 health, but still got to keep that up and secure the round.
Yeah, the op has been saved, but it's gonna be Raz rebuying an operator here, so that's gonna be a big hit to the economy. They're gonna be falling down to 700 credits after this. Judge gonna be bought by Rapture here. No armor though. They did have the money to buy it, so not sure if that was a call to not buy the armor or if they just did not get it off in time.
People seem to be having some struggles flying the drone up to the top, but manages to tag that has here.
If Raz took that wall bang, I was gonna be mad. I don't think you can actually shoot through that wall, or there might have been multiple walls in the way, but Rapture with the Judge. They're going to try and take down McKay or SCD. SCD dashing through, but they're waiting patiently. They're able to take down Mad Toasty, but two have fallen. Shizzle and Rapture, but McKay now traded out. Mazel's able to find SCD as well. It's been the Mazel show so far in this game. And
one enemy remaining.
to be Raz able to take down the Hattis here.
B.
Oh, barely missing the shot, and Walling Duck will finally have their operator denied.
Last
Give him the last round of the half. Team of the Walling Duck is going for the glass cannon op with no shields whatsoever. Being a bit ballsy over here. Meanwhile, Bigfoot Brigade is denied a full buy in their last round as only 2 members. Actually, Walling Duck trade is done for. Oh, back to the op. But only 1 member on Bigfoot Brigade's side has rifle and full armor. It's going to be difficult.
Okay, we're going into half with a tie game here. Which is something we haven't seen in the last 2 games. It's been a little bit since we saw a really close game.
You're still preparing for that garage wall bang. Peeking garage a little bit just to see that there's no one there.
Pattis here, taken down by Rapture, but will be traded out for
mid.
by McKay. That was the spike carrier though, so SCD will have to pick that up before they continue to move on. Raz taking an aggressive angle, but I don't think that they know that Mad Toasty is in the corner to the right. It's going to be hit with that wall bang. A nice shot from Waddling Duck leaves Raz with only 49 HP here as they have to retreat to the Sanctum of B site. Waddling Duck still holding in a pretty passive angle here. They're trying to create some space to take A.
And Elizabeth and Raz are mistiming this. They're backing out a little bit. Elizabeth returning to site, anticipating potential A push, but they're too late. They've pushed onto site already and have control.
30 seconds left.
Yep, just clearing out hell here. To me, the Knights coming out from Raz. They double jump up. They're gonna take down Mad Toasty over that wall. What a play! Now it's gonna be the 1-man advantage. It's gonna be Mazel's pulling out their ultimate, but Elizabeth will immediately be shut down by Waddling Duck. SCD. They got the kill onto Mazel. No longer the Empress on the field, and they're able to shut down both of those ultimates coming out from the duelists. SCD is on fire in this round so far, and that might just be enough for their team to win this round.
Shizzle was caught off by Waddling Duck as he anticipates the flank, leading to a 5-7.5 in the favor. Bigfoot Brigade.
Yeah, Bigfoot Brigade. They were so close to going into the half tied.
Someone get this.
It's okay to go into the half tied, but you
need to
really
spike
like that
mission.
2-round advantage. But
See that the Sage and K are stacking on A, meanwhile the Sova and Omen are going to B. It seems as though Waddling Duck might be trying a similar tactic as Shizzle in Recon Darting Garage, and once he has the right weapon, just spamming through it. Anticipating the B hit, immediately shock darting Garage as they push through with the wall.
Raz and Rapture, they're able to take down 2 here. Waddling Duck and Mad Toasty taking down and Shizzle with a nicely placed shock dart will take SCD out of the fight. McKay, one of the last members standing, they're the only one on point. They're gonna throw out that nade, but it's gonna go a bit too far to be able to catch Shizzle in that corner right below them. That is here to heal up McKay, and that should give them a little bit of an opportunity here, but there's not really much for them to push in with. They only have the classics. They have this flash from McKay. Throwing out the knife, they just got that back. They're gonna get 2 suppressions out from that. Flash in next will only really flash themselves and Rapture, but Hadis here is there to capture that kill. McKay, now the 2 HP KO, and they're gonna be shut down by Raz. It's gonna be 6-7 now as we head into the second round of the second half.
I want to point out the fact that Rapture did something that I didn't know was possible. He was walled up to the metal bars on the top of Garage and teleported himself onto site, able to secure a kill on an unsuspecting defender. And once again, we have a half buy from the winning team, the Bigfoot Brigade, and then
no buy coming out from the defense.
Sorry, it wasn't Bigfoot Brigade. It was Insidious.
Yeah. Bigfoot Brigade buying nothing, but they're still able to take down Rapture. SCD will be traded out. K is so low, 20 HP. Hadis here, not much more HP at 32. Mazzles will be able to take down Hadis here, so there's no healing on the field for anybody now. I think this defense has not. Shizzle taking down McKay. This defense has not been off to a great start so far for Bigfoot Brigade. It's now Waddling Duck alone versus 4 opponents here, but Raz hasn't seen them. Raz, check your corners, but they will finally take down Waddling Duck before they are able to take a shot in that fight, and it's now tied up. It should be. I don't see Mad Toasty getting a 5K here at 31 HP and just having a classic. That would be one of the craziest plays I've ever seen.
As I always say, 31 health in a dream, and that dream is not gonna come true.
Yeah, dreamed on the wrong star there. As now we're in a tie game. It's been back and forth all game so far, but this is really Insidious's time to come back into this series and take a lead for the first time ever, actually. They have not had a lead in this matchup so far. If they can flip it here, that will give them a lot of momentum to work with as they head into potentially closing out the series.
They do have the advantage with the upgraded guns, and the Odin's deadly.
Standing ahead.
Actually not hitting many people.
Yeah,
somehow.
But he will be able to hit Raz with that Odin. Mazzles will be next to fall. Waddling Duck able to take down 2 before they fall, but it's Rapture now getting 2 of their own. Will teleport through that window before they're going to be taken out, before their abilities are taken out. McKay taking down the Lucifer. As I say that things are going to go their way, it might be all falling apart. But Rapture, they're going to have to ace this if they want to win this round. They're not going to be able to do so as McKay shuts it down, and denying that lead is going to be very important for Bigfoot Brigade now.
Yet somehow it was very costly for Bigfoot Brigade. They're still not able to full buy, whereas Insidious, having saved the previous round using their specters from the second round, are able to full buy. Although Raz is deciding to opt for a Marshall, hoping to maybe get a cheeky headshot up mid. Maybe one can hope.
Yeah, that could open things up for them. The Bucky here from Raptures, quite aggressive, and with no shields as well. They have the money to buy the shields. They seem to just not want the shields when they get a shotgun, opting for the glass cannon approach rather than the cannon with a little bit of a walling in front of them. But can't say I agree with that strategy.
Jizzle clearing out the back of A main, trying to instigate the push onto A. And McKay and Hat are waiting on A for them. Mother's caught off guard by SCD in mid. And upgrading to a better weapon. Raz is holding mid very optimistically with this Marshall, hoping not to get caught off guard by SCD.
CD's in this corner. There might be that dash was just poorly timed. They could have taken down Rapture
left.
if they hadn't, but Hat is here. They have Louisa Bird right there. They're going to take that kill and Raz as well.
Down mid.
Deny the sniper pressure could be put onto the rest of the team now. It's going to be Rapture and Shizzle left alone here now.
One enemy
Yes, that was
remains.
just going to be up to Shizzle. 15 seconds remaining. They're not going to be able to really do too much here.
10
As
seconds
they're just
left.
forced to back out, and it's going to be a comeback starting. Or not necessarily a comeback, but they're going to be finally getting themselves some footing in this second half. Bigfoot Brigade are securing themselves a 9-7 lead right now.
You can see that the economy for Insidious is once again questionable. They're going to have to try and figure out some way to put an end to Bigfoot Brigade's shenanigans without losing too much of their own. Rapture maybe gonna try and capitalize using that Omen ult. Maybe pull off a mad flank.
here.
Meanwhile, Wildling Duck once again using an Odin to try and see if he can get any wallbang
I
kills.
cannot use that.
Blocking sight.
Yeah, Warling Duck with that Odin. It's going to be deadly if they decide to push B, but I think once they've found out that that's a strategy that's going to be consistently used, they're not going to go that way anymore. But Mad Toasty with 1 HP will be able to take down
Here.
Rapture in this fight. It's going to be opening things up now. SCD throwing out that smoke, but that's not going to take them. That's not going to prevent them from going down to 30 HP here. It's got to be so patient.
Bigfoot Brigade have been getting the kills, but they're also dangerously low on health, and it could cost them. Knife out mid, clearing out the market area, confirming that there is a 3-man push there.
One enemy remaining.
Mad Toasty now with another kill onto Lucy Burt. It's now just Raz remaining, and the wall bangs from Walling Duck will secure the flawless. What started out as a good half for Insidious is quickly crumbling around them, as now it's going to be Bigfoot Brigade 3 rounds away from winning and moving on to the semifinals.
Their economy, the Bigfoot Brigade's money just keeps on growing, and they're going to have multiple second chances to see if they can get closer to that 13-round goal. You can see an A push coming in from Insidious. Meanwhile, Hat is holding a very close angle onto A main, waiting for the push, although slowly backing out in the tree. Smoke coming up in the connector to try and deny vision and stall out the attackers a little more, as they all sit in the smoke, ready to push out. Hat peeks the angle, but is immediately walled off.
Yeah, it's going to be an even trade so far, and Raz is going to make that an uneven trade, but
Spike
McKay
planted.
answering back to trade that out. A lot of trades coming on here, but Waddling Duck is going to be taking this high ground here. Heaven is almost entirely secured here. The spike has been planted in this chaos, but it's going to be up to Rapture and Lilizavert to secure it. But with Rapture falling down here, it's going to be more on Lilizavert, but they're able to take down McKay. Then Ultimate will keep them alive, though, as now it's going to be SCD wrapping things up with a 3K for themselves here. They're going to bring McKay back into the fight. Why not stabilize that core before you leave?
Save that gun before the round ends.
11-2 now. Or 11-7. They're 2 rounds away, is what I meant to say.
Gun here.
Insidious, they have their backs against the wall. If they lose this round, we're going to match point from there. I don't know if they're going to be able to come back the 5 rounds necessary.
They do have 3 ults on the board, and they should utilize those
Right
wisely. They have an extra life, and then two fragging ults that could help them in their attacks.
Waddling Duck is just going to shred through their opponents if they decide to come this way. They're going to get some damage out, potentially, but it's going to be immediately forcing their opponents to run away.
I don't think Waddling Duck realizes that
Right
there's
into
a
the
box
arms of
here.
SCD. SCD able to take down one, but Mad Toasty will fall in response. So now it's going to be a man disadvantage here for Bigfoot Brigade. McKay has to find 1 or 2 here before they die to even things out. They're able to find 1, they're able to find 2. Can they find the 3rd in Raz? They're going to pull out the classic, but it's not going to be enough. Pattis here will be able to finish off that kill, and it's all up to Shizzle to take down 2 here to keep themselves really alive in this tournament. If they lose this round, I don't think they're going to be able to secure the win after on match point. They also don't really have a great economy going into this next round.
I really cannot tell if he's trying to save or and push for overtime, or if he's just thinking his way through this. Waddling Duck pushing into mid aggressively to try and clear some areas out. Hopefully, flush out Sizzle from market.
30 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be really hard for Shizzle to win this. Waddling Duck is right there. If they poke themselves out, they're going to be taken down by that Odin. But Hat is here. We'll be waiting in heaven on A for when this plant comes down. 13 seconds now as they make their way finally onto point, and the plant will come down with 8 seconds remaining. It's gonna make Hattis here hear that though, so Heaven will be taken over. But the red's onto McKay. They know that this round wants to be fought, so they're gonna commit that ultimate just to secure it.
Shizzle, no, 1v3. His location has been found. He's been denied all the utility.
Waddling Duck able to shut it down. We're going to match point. It's could all be falling apart right in front of us for Insidious. They've got to win this round, but they have almost no economy to do so.
Match point for Bigfoot Brigade.
Point.
Once and so they have 3 ults on the board: a Sova, ult, Jet, and Omen. Insidious is going to have to find some way to push through one of these sites and get early picks onto the defenders in order to win this.
Yeah, I mean, Raz barely able to buy that operator.
Right here.
Could be something they can really work with. But if this B push comes through, Waddling Duck again, same strategy. They don't hear their enemies walking that way though, so they're just going to send out a dart instead.
SCD pushed up into garage, holding the close angle.
Yep, Mazel's has been spotted by that recon dart. Feels no need to destroy it though. So just gonna back out now. Now can be actually pushing back up with the help of Rapture.
Smokes out mid, trying to help them in their plan to secure it and potentially rotate onto A site. Where McKay will be, or not McKay, Mad Toasty will be waiting patiently.
Yep, Mazel's is going to be disabled here, so they're not going to have their abilities here. Mad Toasty is in a position to potentially kill them, but we'll decide against it. Raz finds McKay. It's the opening pick that they needed, and it comes with the operator.
SCD sees Rad's the ends of Rad's gun. but
Ooh.
unable to kill the Lucifer as they swing to
Last player
SCD.
standing. 30 seconds left.
Matt Toasty now alone. They're gonna be able to take down Rapture. This isn't clutchable, right? They don't clutch this. It's not. The planet's gonna come out.
Spike planted.
Mad Toasty. Can they take down Raz here? They're not gonna be able to quite yet. Oh, the snipe coming out onto Mad Toasty. Attackers are gonna win this round. They're still in this yet. They have saved a lot of guns, and their economy is actually in their favor now. But Waddling Duck, they've decided enough with the Odin. They're coming back out with the Operator.
Raz has made sure that that was well worth it, and he's managed to keep into the next round. This time with full armor, and we'll finally get to see another full buy round on both sides.
Yeah, finally an even playing field, as you said. But if this playing field can stay even for much longer, if Bigfoot Brigade keep on losing these rounds, it could slowly start to turn against them. But it would have to be an overtime loss if they were going to lose this. I don't think they're going to lose that many rounds. But Pat is here. You're just going to stand there and take the headshot from Ozzel. Just that is quite a weird angle to be holding, and it will cost them the first opening pick. But SCD can take out Mozzles, not gonna be able to hit the shots.
Raz is coming out back up as well as the Omen and the Sage. Waddling Duck's op has not yielded any results, any good results. SCD opts to hold a close angle in market, anticipating the push. And now Insidious have fully secured mid.
McKay gonna throw that flash down. Mozzle will be hit by it, but still able to take down McKay. This could be a very well one round for the side of Insidious. Waddling Duck needs to get some value with this Operator. They're just holding that angle. There's nobody gonna be coming through that way anytime soon. The bomb has been planted on A. It's such a tight angle, but it's not gonna be yielding many results.
Bigfoot Brigade seems to be opting to save their guns in hopes that they can win the next round. They're going to have the money.
Engaging.
They're going to have the money to buy next round.
Yeah, they seem to be engaging.
Using up one of their lives in order to try and secure a win in the next one.
Shizzle is going to be blindly firing, not able to take anybody down, but yeah, it's going to be the guns being saved. They might be able to take away one or two from their opponents here. SCD peeking out. It's not going to be able to be taken down, but oh, never mind. They're going to trade out for Mozzles. They do have the money to buy back that gun, as you mentioned, and it's 9-12 now, and the economies have not shifted. This has all been individual plays here. There hasn't been a gun advantage on either side. Both teams with an op, both teams with Phantoms and Vandals.
Bigfoot Brigade really needs to start getting greedy here. They have 4 ults on the board, and they have been saving them up for a while. They should be using them in order to secure this last round that they need. Early knife up mid yields no spotted attackers. Mozzles once again pushing deep into A main, trying to see if he can catch off Hat again.
Yeah, Hattis here will not be holding that same angle, but they will be holding a similar, and they're going to turn around again. Mozzle's able to punish Hattis here. You got to hold that angle. You got to trust in your KO and McKay to shut that down.
The timing could not have been worse. You see SCD here holding another close angle in mid. Waiting for some pushes through market.
Give me Mozzles, but SCD not able to hit the shots. Waddling Duck, you have to take down the stage. Misses Lulu Divert, and they lose the Operator in the process. This is all falling apart for the defense of Bigfoot Brigade. Mozzles with a 4K and the flawless as well. What is happening to Bigfoot Brigade?
They were up so much, and they were up, what was it, 12-7, and they were unable to connect to finish out the match.
Did Rapture just throw that off the edge? Did he just take the Operator of Waddling Duck from last round and chuck it into the void like it was Gamora.
Probably. I mean, it is considered trash to them. They already have an op, so.
Just seems a bit rude. It's a valuable weapon. You could have sold that, but
Well, I feel like after being match point for 3 rounds and somehow still not losing, they deserve a bit of
BM, yeah,
toxicity.
that can all change it any round though, as they still are able to full buy again.
Rapture
Rolling
failing
up.
to realize that the dart was above him.
Mozlos has fallen. Big opening pick. It's gonna be up to Raz now to really get the bulk of these kills. CD just holding this angle. It's gonna be a potential A push.
Maybe it's a good fortune that Bigfoot Brigade is waiting for. They have a man advantage, and there's seems to be an A push with 2 people holding it. The recon dart into A main reveals SCD's locations, but they're going to back out, but the KO is there to back them up. It looks like Insidious is still going to be going for the A push.
Hunter's Fury. They knew exactly where Mozlos was, and so the res, it finds nothing. The res comes off, but immediately the Hunter's Fury from Waddling Duck, that is such an intelligent play to just immediately take out the res, and Rapture is going to be caught lurking. Waddling Duck, please don't tell me you hit Raz. They're not going to be able to hit that shot, but they're going to send in a dart there. Okay, throwing in the net. He's going to throw in the next dude. The plant coming down, but it's going to be shut down.
Enemy remaining.
And then finally, the defenders, they're able to take a round. Bigfoot Brigade on the brink of choking that will finally get the foreign object that was Insidious dislodged from their throat, and they're able to finally swallow that dub.
Going to be joining Predators in the semifinals.
Speaking of semifinals, there's still one spot that needs to be taken, and that is going to be between Flanax and 60 Hertz. One of those teams will be going up against Notorious in the semifinals, which will also be happening tonight, by the way. So you don't want to miss any of that, as we will come back after this break for the final quarterfinals and finally determine who's going to be moving on to the semis.